Well, if you're warmed up, you're ready for lesson 10, which is called walking, freezing, and turning. Many people with Parkinson's experience a hesitation when they try to start walking. Sometimes they feel as though their feet are glued to the floor. They feel frozen, as though they can't begin to walk. This first set of exercises has to do with changing the way your mind is thinking about walking so that you can take the first step. The first exercise is called just that, taking the first step. Instead of saying, walk over there, say, take one step. So you shift your weight onto one hip, advance your foot. That's one step. Put the weight down, you got that step. Now the rest will come easier. Good, let's go the other way, same thing. Your weight is balanced. You're going to walk over there, but you don't do that. Instead, you shift your weight, advance your foot, and finish taking the first step. Then you start walking. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. One more time. You're here, you start to take a step, but nope. Instead, you come back and say, just the first step. Shift your weight onto one leg, advance the other foot. That's the first step. And stop. Now, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all walking begins with taking the first step. That's the trick. Now sometimes, even with that trick, you can't seem to bring that foot forward. It's as though somebody put glue on the bottoms of your feet and you just can't move either one of them forward. Here's a little mental trick to change that. You set yourself and you feel that little stuck feeling, and instead of trying to go forward, you say, oh, right, I can't go that way. I'll take a step back. And then you go forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Do that one more time. You mean to go over there. The feet won't move. Instead of trying doing that, you step back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. So you take a step the wrong way first. All right. Now, many people with Parkinson's experience a sense of unsteadiness when they turn. A lot of falls happen when a person has started a turn and then the feet seem to get glued to the floor and down they go. Here's a way to use what we just learned to help with that. When you feel that turn that sticks, instead of going on with the turn, instead, take a step the wrong way first. Step 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. So you're here, you want to go over there, you start the turn, and you step back 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So with walking and freezing, you can back up and start, just like getting a car out of the mud. Huh? Wheels are spinning, so you put it in reverse and back up for a moment. Then you put it in first and away you go out of the mud. The next exercise is called mindful walking. When you're out for a walk in the world, in the park, down the street, you want to keep your mind in your walking. You want to keep thinking about walking as you walk. Now, there are a few tricks that will help there. You can sing a little song to yourself in time with your walking. You could go da 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 la la da 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 da. Or you could think, I'm going to be jaunty when I walk. I'm going to have a little spring in my step. So you could go jaunty, jaunty, jaunty. jaunty, jaunty. Now, what we're trying to do here is help you feel your coordination. This is another exercise that'll help with mindful walking. Step forward into one step. Your right foot is forward. Say, bring the opposite hand forward. The other hand is back. Now take another step and bring the opposite hand around. Yet another step, change hands, step and change hands. Let's go back the other way. As long as you keep your mind in this will work. Step and step and step and step. It's one step at a time, the opposite hand forward. Opposite hand forward. Good. One more time. Step, bring the opposite hand forward. Step and change hands. Step and change hands. Step and change hands. Good. Now then, when you're out for a walk, see if you can get your arms to swing as you walk. Jaunty with an arm swing. Jaunty. Da, 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 da. Again. Jaunty. Da. Oops. Do you feel that? Now when you bring the same hand around, instead of the opposite hand, the walk feels awkward. Right. What we want is the opposite hand and the opposite hand. Good. Jaunty, jaunty, jaunty. Now the last exercise is called estimation technique. It's a little game that you play with yourself in order to keep your mind focused in the act of walking one step at a time. You look out to where you're going, down the street, say, or over to a stack of cushions, and you make an estimation. How many steps will it take you to get to that stack? All right? So you look and you say, that could be 5 steps. Good. Now, count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Now, how many steps to get back? Probably about the same, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. So the way the estimation technique works is that you make a guess of how many steps it will take you to get to a certain place, and then you count them out loud as you walk them and see how close you come. Let's say, for instance, you want to walk to the cushions and back. How many steps? Well, let's say 5 steps over, 2 steps to turn, and 5 steps back. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Came out right. It doesn't have to come out right. The important thing is that you make an estimation of how many steps it will take you, and then you count each step and see how close you come. You'll be surprised how this will unstick your feet and help you to walk, because it keeps your mind focused exactly in the process of walking, one step at a time. Good. Now that completes lesson 10, and in fact it completes our whole series of exercises. At this point, let me recommend that you go all the way back to lesson 1 and start right through the whole series again. When you do it this time, you'll find that you really understand what you're doing with each move, You'll learn a lot more by repeating these exercises. You'll build up even more strength and flexibility in your arms and shoulders. You'll keep your hips loosened up. You'll get better at going to the floor, at rolling out. You'll feel much more confidence in your ability to move. And all of your joints and fingers and feet, your toes will stay movable so they can help you in the progression of your Parkinson's disease. Try also to apply what you learn in these movement lessons to problems in your daily life. Many of the things we've done here we called movement strategies, the best and strongest and easiest way to get from here to there. When you find a place in your life, like getting into bed, or getting in and out of a car, or scooting up to a table, use what you've learned here to think through each move, study it out, see what's the easiest, most graceful way, and then practice it until you, using mindfulness and gracefulness and completion, you can do the action that before baffled you. You'd be amazed at how many problems you can solve if your mind is in your body like a hand inside a glove. All right. Challenge yourself with your exercises, but make it safe. Work always in a safe place. And get some feedback from a teacher, from a movement coach, from a personal trainer, somebody that can tell you whether or not you're functioning in a safe and controlled way. Thank you for working through this set of exercises with me. It is called Parkinson's Disease and the Art of Moving. May you learn and enjoy the art of moving. I'm John Argue, and I wish you all the best.